Okay, let's get started with the lesson on how to tint an unframed side window. On our first school clip, we cover measuring your film, cutting the pattern for the window, and even how to cut two patterns at the same time to save time. Then we'll learn more on the proper way to clean the window and get it ready to tint, like tucking the rubber gasket and untucking it at the bottom of the windows. And finally, on this same clip, we're going to get you started shaving the edge like you saw at the end of the last DVD. I'll also show you how to gap a window for a quick application. So, here we go. Let's watch this. And it's kind of an illusion. You got to just make sure you know what you're doing. And the bottom part of that nose up there would be the longest point. So if I put my tape down there in the front of the window back into that seal there. Now I am going down here, but I'll show you what I'm getting ready to do there too. And I'm going to use this part of the knife right here. This is the body of the knife right here, and obviously the blade, stainless steel, always stainless steel. These blades down here I'm using as a point. These down here as a broad cut. I'm going to rest the body of the knife up against the window as I walk backwards. Sit down and roll backwards. Sounds safer. Come right in here to the window. Blow it up on there if I have to. Just coming off of there. But enough. But let's try this again. Okay. Okay, let's move right along and watch a clip of an unframed roll-up window being tinted in a shop setting. The car is a Mini Cooper, and the window tinting has been cut using a computer cut program. They'll do what's called deburring the pattern. And when they deburr the pattern, you'll see where the computer made the actual cut on the window, or for the window. And here they go, I think, right Bubbles here. Down there at the bottom, but you can use a pressure into the sides, or you can go ahead and take this step right here and do a little bit of the wet shrinking like we covered in our first video. And notice how he's really just closing those channels up. They're very small. He squeegeed his window out there to where all of the extra film was up, that was up and around and all around is now down there at the bottom. And of course, remember on this window here, you put your paper towel down and it gets dirty basically, and then you scratch that window. Now, you know, a couple of ways to shave. Here's the surf, and this is going to take you a little bit of practice to do this. You're finding the three angles. Right now he goes back into kind of a sawing action around the corner. It's finding those three angles and being able to slide it down the bevel of the glass. And of course that third angle, it's going to vary the distance that the butt end of the knife is. Now let's watch this next clip and see how fast an unframed window can be tinted with just a little bit of practice. Dealing with that rubber seal, he's going to grab his card, and notice he's got a little bit of film sticking out there on the back side of the window, that's so he can slide it forward just a little bit. And what he's doing right now in the area that the rubber wouldn't let his film get down underneath it, he just pulled it back and let the film fall down underneath it. Notice the front where he left that little divot sticking out right there. Look at the black stuff he's got on his knife there. So this just goes to show you that some window tinters prefer a brand new blade all the time, and some people like the dull blade. I preferably would rather shave with a dull blade, and that's a personal preference that you will learn. Now he's going to go in and dry up the door panel for the customer. No matter how good of a job you do, if you don't clean that door panel up and dry everything out, and the customer gets in their car, I guarantee you they're not going to like their window tint job. So remember, first impressions are very, very important. He's got everything sealed, wiped down, and this is a good example of what you'll be able to do with a little bit of practice. 5 minutes total from the time he started until the time he was finished. If he had double cut his patterns, he would be that much ahead on the other door. Just think about that. Just simply charging $20 to $40 a window, which is a normal price range around the country, you can really make some money.